Hi my friends, this is Rod. Today is the 21st of June 2018. Today is the second in our series, How to Talk English Naturally. So would you like to improve your English? Hey, you've come to the right place. You remember a few days ago I shared some idioms with you, 10 in fact, 10 idioms. Idioms are a great way to talk English naturally. Have you watched the first video? Just enter student life, how to talk English naturally, without the hashtag #2. Remember, idioms are a way of expressing something, a meaning, but the words we use are stupid. They're stupid, really. They don't make sense if you translate each word on their own. But an idiom, it has a specific meaning. Okay? The words we use often have nothing to do with the meaning. So today, let's look at some more idioms, okay? So here's 10 more idioms. The first is, bite off more than you can chew. What does that mean, bite off more than you can chew? You know what chewing is, you right? This is chewing. That's what we mean by chewing something, eating something. Bite off more than you can chew is rather like you're picking a fight with Mike Tyson. You're not going to win, right? You're never going to win, right? How many times have you said something like, I'm never going to talk to him again. I'm never going to talk to my brother again or my friend again. Never. Hey, you're never going to win that fight, nor they. It's unwinnable. So when you bite off more than you can chew, it means you're doing something you're never going to win. It's just too big. It's too tough to handle. The second idiom, we say blessing in disguise. So what does disguise mean? Well, think about a spy. You know, a spy is dressed differently, looks differently. You would never believe who that person really is. They're in disguise. You don't recognize them. So a blessing in disguise is something like something happens, or you see something, or often something negative happens, a problem, and you think, why did that happen to me? Why me? But afterwards you realize, you know what? That thing that was a problem actually was an opportunity. It was a blessing in disguise. It was something really good that happened. But at the beginning, when I first saw it, it didn't look very good. Here's another one, third. Burn the midnight oil. Well, that one comes from a long time ago, before there's electricity, when people used to use candles. So if you're doing your homework or you're studying, and suddenly the lights went out, no electricity, for example, you'd have to light a candle, right? And in those days before electricity, people used to study late into the night using a candle after it got dark. So when we talk about burn the midnight oil, we're really talking about doing something, studying or working late at night, right? The fourth, can't judge a book by its cover. How many times have you met somebody or seen somebody and they look very quiet, they're very shy, they almost look like a boring person. And then suddenly afterwards you discover, wow, that person is really interesting. That person is far more than I ever thought. Surprised you how interesting, how funny, or what a great person they are. So it really means I can't judge a book by its cover, means you can't judge something just on its appearance. We have a saying in English, still waters run deep, like a deep pool under a waterfall. The waterfall is amazing. You can see it. It's noisy. It's beautiful. But the pool underneath the waterfall is deep, beautiful and clear. It's quiet. Are you a deep person? Are you somebody that most people would not normally look at twice because you're very deep, you're very quiet? And yet you know that deep inside you're a very special person. You think deeply about things. You feel deeply about different things. You're different from everybody else. Still waters run deep. Sometimes in things that you don't see on the outside or on the surface, underneath, there's a lot of quality. It's beautiful. Is that you? Are you a deep person? Okay, so we cannot judge something primarily on appearance. Here's another one, number 5. It costs an arm and a leg. Well, you can kind of guess what that means. It really means, wow, this is really expensive. It's not cheap. Here's another one, the 6th one. I'm going to cross that bridge when I come to it. Cross that bridge when you come to it. What does that really mean? You know, we can worry about problems. We can worry about things that haven't happened yet. We can even say we're proactive because we want to fix something before it happens. Okay, that's fair enough. But often we worry about things that haven't happened yet. And often those problems never happen. So we're worrying about it. So for example, in a business, we may see a problem and start to worry about it and get all stressed about it. But actually, it may be better to tackle that problem when it comes, when it happens, when the time is right. That's probably the best way to look at that. Tackle a problem when the time is right. Don't make waves. In other words, don't cause problems if it's not necessary. Wait till the problem is actually real and it actually happens before you tackle it. Here's another one, number 7. We say cry over spilt milk. You spill the milk. Have you ever knocked something over on the table? Can you pick it all up again? Not if it's water or if it's milk, you cannot. You know that. It's spilt. You're not going to put it back. So really, don't complain about something that's happened in the past. If it's happened, it's happened. If it's over, it's over. Sometimes things happen in life. There's nothing you can do about it. Maybe you've done something wrong. Maybe you've made a bad mistake and you worry about it. Forget about it. It's happened. Get on with it. Get on with your life. Okay? Deal with the problem if you can fix it. But if you can't fix it, leave it alone. Okay? Pick the battles you can win. If something's happened and you can't change it, leave it alone. Walk away. Here's another one. We say, cut corners. How many times have you tried to do something quickly to save time? Right? And then suddenly you realize, oh my goodness, this is going in the total wrong direction. Have you ever tried to cut a corner when you're going somewhere and you think, you know what? There's a traffic jam ahead. Let me go this way, it's quicker. And then suddenly you find there's a traffic jam there as well. And you're even worse off. Right? So cutting corners is really doing something bad. You're doing something in the wrong way to save time or money. And you wind up, it costs you more time or it costs you more money. I can almost hear somebody say, yeah, that's happened to me too. Okay, here's number 9. We say devil's advocate. I want to play devil's advocate. You know, devil as in Satan. It's got nothing to do with the devil, really. It comes from an expression used in a court. You know, in a legal court system, when someone pretends to be on the other person's side. So you get 2 viewpoints. So, for example, when there's a problem in your family, for example, or in your job, sometimes it's good to look at the problem from someone else's perspective, from the opposite view. So instead of arguing from your viewpoint, you say, okay, let me play devil's advocate and let me see it from the opposite point of view. So you're playing devil's advocate. All right? Here's the last one. And this is, to me, is a funny one. And it's very real. The 10th one is, Curiosity killed the cat. Oh my goodness. Let me explain this to you. The other day, when I've got 3 cats, by the way, and the other day one of the cats came up into my studio, and there was a big bee, or in English we call it a wasp. A bee, you know they sting, right? It was flying around, and my cat, which is quite young and inexperienced, saw this thing and was going crazy. And eventually, the bee came down near the floor level, and the cat jumped up and grabbed it. It started to chew it, and suddenly it screamed, meow! And it jumped. My God, it jumped like a rocket. I'm telling you what, if that cat was in the Olympics, it would have won the gold medal for jumping, the high jump. I'm telling you, it jumped. That was unbelievable. You see, that cat was inquisitive. It wanted to know what this thing was. And it had followed its natural instincts to chew it. I'll tell you what, it'll never do it again. Has it ever happened to you? Have you ever been inquisitive or curious about something and suddenly found, oh my goodness, let me leave this alone. I don't want to go there. Maybe you saw something and you felt something really bad. Something made you feel sick, made you feel really unhappy, right? You saw a video or something and you said afterwards, you know what? I wished I hadn't seen this video. Has that happened to you? Right? Okay, so let me ask you quickly, did you enjoy this lesson? Do you want to watch some more? Then just subscribe. And maybe, if you liked it, like the video and share it with your friends. Do you have friends who want to learn English? And also, check out my YouTube account. Are you a student? Would you like some help with your English? Well, check out my email address below. And also, are you a student studying in university overseas, like in England, Australia, or the US, America? If so, click on my website below, enter your name and email address, and contact me. You know, my advice is free. I love what I do. I love hanging out with you guys. Finally, thank you for watching this video. I'll be uploading more videos like this fairly often. So, my friends, until the next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay happy.